Hey there guys, Vincent Rose here, H2G Fitness, coming to you from the kitchen, and I wanted to record a real quick video for you guys. Kind of a staple of my meal plan right now is stir fries. I'm at the very end of my dieting phase, so my calories and carbs are the lowest that they're going to be because I'm at the end of my dieting phase, right? So calories are low as carbs are low as well. So with that being said, a staple meal for me right now is stir fries, right? You can eat large, ridiculous, huge quantities of food, and it's not calorically dense, and you can be full, stuff your face, and have really filling meals and not feel like you're starving all day long. So I'm just going to go ahead and record how I go about cooking this, because a lot of people are, when I post these pictures of the foods that I'm eating, they're like, oh my God, what's in it? How do you make it? So I figured I'd just go ahead and record a video. So with that, guys, first things first, I select a meat or protein source, I should say, whether it be chicken, whether it be turkey cutlets, whether it be steak, and I always throw in egg whites with whichever one I end up going with, just some extra added protein on top of it. So with that, we'll come here to the freezer real quick, and if you look over here right up at top, I got a bunch of different things that are frozen. I literally just get these from whenever I buy them, I weigh them out and then I freeze them. So right now this is going to be 8 ounces of steak that's frozen. Come here to a little microwave deal, and we're going to defrost this stuff, get this rolling. Let's see, what we got? Auto defrost for start. So while that's defrosting, right, basically all a stir fry is, it's a couple of meat sources and tons of vegetables. And so I have here in the freezer as well, which just makes it super simple to make these, is this Thai stir fry, right? You can see that. And one serving of this, 1 cup, is only 50 calories. So what I typically do is use 2 cups of this, and if you'll see, I got my food scale right here, put my bowl on it, go ahead and turn this on, zeroes it out, and I weigh out 2 cups worth, and I've already kind of measured, I know how many grams I'm looking for. There's about 250 grams. Get this all out. Looks like we're going to have right at it. We got 252 grams, close enough. Got my 2 cups of vegetables over here. And I like to add in some more vegetables as well. So I got some broccoli that I'm going to cut up. I'm actually going to put this down while I'm cutting that up. And one other source of vegetable, just because it adds some really good flavor and it adds some really good texture as well, is tomato. So I'm going to cut up the broccoli, cut up the tomato. By that time, I'm going to do that while the meat is still defrosting. And then once this is cut up, and then once that's defrosted, I'll show you how I, cook up the meat and what order I put stuff in and all that kind of fun stuff. So give me a moment. I'll be right, guys. I'll show you how things are progressing over here. So I got the steak cooking up right now, right? 8 ounces of steak. It takes about, 4, maybe 5 minutes max to cook. I have my eggs over here. Some people, if you want, you can buy egg beaters, egg whites, and all that kind of fun stuff. I just use a bowl. I do it old-fashioned way because it's not that hard, and they charge you double to buy egg whites as opposed to if you just buy eggs. So, I buy 5 dozen eggs at a time. I separate these bad boys myself. The meat's done. I'm about to separate 8 egg whites and mix it in with that. So 8 ounces of steak, 8 egg whites. These are my portions, not yours. Yours will be different. And then after I got the egg whites mixed in with the steak, right, cook the steak first, add in the egg whites. As soon as those are I will add in my vegetables. So I got my tomatoes, I got my broccoli here, got some spinach, got 2 cups of the Thai stir fry. I'll throw all of that in, cover it, and let it steam, and then it'll be done with. So I'm going to go ahead and cook the egg whites, throw everything in, cover it, show you what it's looked like, and then I'll show you the finished product. All right, let me show you what we're working with here. You got the steak and the egg whites mixed together, right? Those are cooked. Egg whites took all of 2 minutes, maybe, to cook. I got all my vegetables over here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the 2 cups of the stir fry. Get all this out of here real quick. 2 cups of the stir fry. Boom. So now that's mixing in there with that right now. Come over here, grab the broccoli, add that in there along with it. And I just grab, you know, maybe a handful. I don't even measure this out, but I just grab about a handful of spinach. And boom, add that to there as well. Mix this up just a little bit, not much. Just kind of get it covered, yada yada. And while it's doing that, all I do is cover it probably for, I don't know, maybe about 5 minutes. This is too small of a thing here. Hang tight. You're not supposed to put the camera down while you're recording, but y'all are going to have to deal with it, and it'll be okay because I can't get fired. Ha ha ha. So, boom, right? That's covered right now at the moment. I'll leave that there 5, maybe 7 minutes, and what will happen is the heat will steam the broccoli, it will steam the stir fry, and it'll steam the spinach, and all of that will get, you know, pretty soft. And that's how we'll do that. I save the tomatoes, I add that in for last. I don't cook that with the rest of it. That's just a preference. There's no right or wrong there. And if you're curious as to what I'm using for seasonings, right, you got, where you at over here? Good old trusty Tony Chachere's, but you can't have sodium when you're cutting. That's because your diet sucks. Hot sauce, sriracha sauce, but you can't have sodium when you're dieting. It's because your freaking diet sucks. And then you got some stir-fry sauce, which this is actually pretty good. This is only, there's no preservatives, and there's only 20 calories in that. And there's only 220 grams of sodium, but I don't care because you can have all the sodium you want when you're dieting. Unless you're stepping on stage, don't cut sodium. If you do, or if you have someone that's telling you that you should, sorry, it sucks to be you. I'm going to sit here with my Tony Chachere's and my hot sauce and my stir-fry sauce, and I'm going to eat a bad, huge, gnarly, big, gigantic stir-fry that has tons of flavor and tons of seasoning, and I'm going to get shredded. And the more I eat, the more the six-packs reveal. So I like it. I said I'm on low carb earlier, and I don't want anybody to trip out by that. Currently, I'm weighing in at 176, and this is day 102 of dieting. So I've been dieting a while. My carbs right now are at 150 a day, so that's not a low carb diet by any means. Low carb diet would be 100 or under. But that being said, I mean, in the off season, I was having 500 to 550 grams of carbohydrates a day. So 150 for me is very, very, very low, or at least it is now. So that being said, that's how I go about doing it. I'm going to go ahead and let this continue steaming, mix in the tomatoes, throw my seasonings on, and then I'll show you what the finished product is. So let's finish out and show you the finished product, right? I got all this mixed up here, got all the seasonings thrown on it. Guys, that is huge. This is a gnarly, big, gymongous, bad to the flipping bone stir fry. It would feed 4 people easily, especially if you threw it over some like rice. You could actually probably feed 6 with this if you added in a different food other than the stir fry itself. Easily, like 6 to 8. Like if you had some rice on the side and maybe like a side salad or something, this could feed 8 people. And I'm going to crush it. I'm going to eat it all at once. Look. I'm going to eat, look at my head compared to the size of, this is ridiculous. My head is so small compared to what I'm about to eat. It's like 4 times the size of my head. I'm going to eat it all. And it's like 500 calories. Crap load of protein, 30, 40 grams of carbs, barely, like, less than 5 grams of fat. Well, no, that's not true. This one's going to be a little bit higher in fat just because of the steak. But if this was a turkey cutlet stir fry with egg whites, or if this was a chicken stir fry with egg whites, the fat would be dang near non-existent. So this is how I'm eating at the end of my cut. And I mean, this stir fry, I don't know, if I wasn't recording, would have taken 10, maybe 12 minutes to make, if that. And it's a boatload of food. I'm going to crush all of it. It's tons of flavor, tons of quantity. I'm not starving myself. I'm not going low sodium. I'm not going crazy low carb. And I'm losing weight just fine. And this is after 101. Well, today's 102. 102 days of dieting. So anyhow, hope this helps, guys. You know, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, ideas, any of these things, comment section down below. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I'll encourage you to do so. And if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, you'd like to like and or share it, Won't be mad at you at all. With that, Vincent Rose, H2G Fitness, the future's bright, something good is happening. Over and out, guys. Be blessed. Bye.